Welcome everyone to the Hambone Fantasy Football Playoff Review, Week 1. I'm your host, Commissioner Mike. Well, a very narrow margin for this first week of the playoffs. Two games were decided by 2 points each. Very nail-biting, and it went right down to the last minute in 3 of the games especially. Again, very exciting. Let's start with some highlights. Starting in the Plum Bowl, we had Leland Lizards defeating 20 Minutes with Tebow, both former champions. Leland won 134 to 116. Leland Lizards were led by, kind of a surprising name, Blake Bortles, who threw for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like I said, quite the matchup there. That really was the only one that wasn't decided on Monday night. But good job, Lizards, and thank you, Tebow. I was really hoping to see you go further in the playoffs. Hope I didn't jinx you. All right. Staying in the Titty division, we'll go to this Siesta Bowl, which had number 1 Elder Dragons taking on number 4 Mr. Just in Time. Quite the upset. Just in Time wins 158 to 156. And kudos to Dragons. They really kept this thing incredibly interesting, led by Russell Wilson. But it was Just in Time's Panther defense, with their 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and most importantly, not allowing any points to help them gain the victory. So this is their first ever playoff berth, and they made the most of it. Again, defeating a former champion. So congratulations to Just in Time, and again, thank you to the Dragons for a great season. All right, now switching divisions, going over to the Crocodile Bowl. My Burger King's taking on the Kickin' Chickens. Kickin' Chickens had a very unfortunate injury early on, which kind of held them back, and that, of course, being Andy Dalton. But the Burger Kings prevailed 139-88, led by Odell Beckham Jr., having 7 receptions for 166 yards and 2 key touchdowns. That helped my Kings move on. And honestly, I was a little worried about this one up until kickoff on Sunday, and it pretty much was a win by default. But I would have loved to have seen how this would have gone had the Chickens had a full roster. Might have gone very differently. So, Aaron, thank you very much for a great game. All right, and going to our main event, again, another one that was super, super close, and one of the reasons why I kind of waited a day, just to see if the computer didn't give us a different outcome. But the Roman Empire defeating Silver Bullets, a former 2-time champion, 145 to 143. Roman Empire was led by Todd Gurley, who had 16 rushes for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. Again, a tremendous game. It went back and forth. I really thought for a minute there that the Bullets were going to pull this out, but it just wasn't meant to be. So congratulations to the Empire, and thank you, Bullets, for a great season. All right. So, where does that take us to? Well, it takes us to our final four. And two tremendously, I get two big question marks in our two semifinal games. We have two matchups that really are new to this year, and there's still a lot of X factors, a lot of unknowns. Starting in the first of two semifinal games. First we have the Clementine Bowl, which pits number 2 Leland Lizards against number 4 Mr. Just in Time. These two have only faced each other this year, well, obviously the two times, with a split decision. They, if you score it, the two matchups, Just in Time leads in points this year, 280 points to Leland's 241. They faced each other only one other time in their history, and that was week 1 of last year, where this was the first of 11 straight wins for Leland. So that gives the lifetime record, of course, to Leland, 2-1. So, good luck to both of you. And then in the Wool Bowl, we'll see number 1, the Roman Empire, taking on the number 2 Hambone Burger Kings. This matchup has had, basically it would be the rubber match of the season. Again, we split 1-1 this year. Points were a little closer. I would have led in points 290 to 266. And if we're going to throw a little smack around, my loss against them was only by 1 point. So I could have gone 2-0 against you. Had I gone 2-0 against you, this might be a 1-2 matchup, but the other way around. So, and again, those are the only two matchups we've ever had together were this year. Years of smack talk prior to this matchup, we just were never able to make the games happen. So this time we've got to face each other twice, and we have had one go each way. I look forward to defeating the Empire, as any good rebel would do, or any king. Alrighty. So that's where we're at. Also a reminder, a couple of reminders. One, we still have a couple of postseason awards there on the website. You can vote for those. You have this week to vote for those, and the winners will be announced championship week. Also, we still have one more week to go in taking suggestions for rule changes. You can either call, text, fax, although I don't have a fax number. So call, text, email, any proposed changes. I will put those on a ballot, and I would like to get those out in the next... I'm going to make a survey and get those out in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully we can have something to everybody soon. I would like to have all this locked up before too long, instead of trying to, pick everyone's brain in July or August. Alrighty. Alright, well, have a good one. Good luck to everyone. And again, thanks to everyone who played already. And have a good one. Bye.